Haribol, Dandot Pranam. So, I am reciting this Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Today I am going to recite from the Adi Leela, chapter 16th. Before that, let me pray to Srila Gurudev, to our Guru Varga, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His loving associates. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये। श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Adi Leela, chapter 16. Text 1 to 4. Kripa Sudha Saridyasya Vishwam Aplavayanti Api Nicha Gaiva Sada Bhati Tam Chaitanya Prabhum Bhaje। जय जय श्री चैतन्य, जय नित्यानंद, जय अद्वैत चंद्र, जय गौर भक्त वृंदा। जियात कैश्वर चैतन्य मूर्ति मत्य ग्रहाश्रमात् लक्ष्म्यार्चितो अथा वाग्देव्या दिशाम जयी जय छलात्। अहित किशोर लीला सूत्र अनुबंध शिष्यगण पढ़ाईते करिल आरंभ। ट्रांसलेशन। I worship Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose nectarian mercy flows like a great river, inundating the entire universe, just as a river flows downstream. Lord Chaitanya especially extends himself to the fallen. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all devotees of the Lord. Long live Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Kaishora age. Both the goddess of fortune and the goddess of learning worshipped him. The goddess of learning, Saraswati, worshipped him in his victory over the scholar who had conquered all the world. And the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, worshipped him at home. Since he is therefore the husband or lord of both goddesses, I offer my obeisances unto him. At the age of 11, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to teach students. This marks the beginning of his Kaishora age. Text 5 to 11. शत शत शिष्य संगे सदा अध्यापन व्याख्या शुनि सर्वलोकेर चमकित मन। सर्वशास्त्रे सर्व पंडित पाए पराजय विनय भंगीते कारो दुख नहीं है। विविध औद्धत्य करे शिष्यगण संगे जानवीते जलकेली करे नाना रंगे। कत दिने कैला प्रभु बंगे ते गमन जहाँ जाए तहाँ लो जाए नाम संकीर्तन। विद्यार प्रभाव देखी चमत्कार चित्ते शत शत पडुया आसी लागिला पड़ीते। सही देशे विप्र नाम मिश्र तपन निश्चय करिते नारे साध्य साधन। बहु शास्त्रे बहु वाक्ये चित्ते भ्रम है साध्य साधन श्रेष्ठ ना है निश्चय। Translation. As soon as the Lord became a teacher, many students came to him, every one of them astonished to hear his mode of explanation. The Lord defeated all kinds of scholars in discourses about all the scriptures. Yet, because of his gentle behavior, none of them were unhappy. The Lord, as a teacher, performed various kinds of pranks in his sporting pastimes in the waters of the Ganga. After some days, the Lord went to East Bengal, and wherever he went, he introduced the Sankirtana movement. Struck with wonder by the influence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intellectual prowess, many hundreds of students came to the Lord and began studying under his direction. In East Bengal, there was a Brahmin named Tapan Mishra who could not ascertain the objective of life or how to attain it. If one becomes a bookworm, reading many books and scriptures and hearing many commentaries and the instructions of many men, this will produce doubt within his heart. One cannot in this way ascertain the real goal of life. Text 12 to 18. स्वप्ने एक विप्र कहे सुनो तपन, निमाय पंडित पासे करो गमन, तेहो तुम्हार साध्य साधन करिबे निश्चय, साक्षात ईश्वर तेहो नाही क संशय. स्वप्न देखी मिश्रा आसी प्रभुर चरणे, स्वप्नेर वृत्तांत सब कहिला निवेदने. प्रभु तुष्ट हइया साध्य साधन कहिला, नाम संकीर्तन कर उपदेश कहिला. तार इच्छा प्रभु संगे नवद्वीपे वसी, प्रभु आज्ञा दिला तुम्ही जाओ वाराणसी. ताहा आमा संगे तोमार हबे दर्शन, आज्ञा पाइया मिश्र कैला काशी ते गमन. प्रभुर अतर्क्य लीला बुझीते ना पारी, स्वसंग छाड़ाय केने पाठाय काशीपुरी. Translation. Tapan Mishra, being thus bewildered, was directed by a Brahmin in a dream to go to Nimai Pandit, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because he is the Lord, Ishwar, the Brahman told him, undoubtedly he can give you proper direction. After seeing the dream, Tapan Mishra came to the shelter of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet and he described all the details of the dream to the Lord. The Lord, being satisfied, instructed him about the object of life and the process for attaining it. He instructed him that the basic principle of success is to chant the holy name of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Tapan Mishra desired to live with the Lord in Navadvip, but the Lord asked him to go to Varanasi, Banaras. The Lord assured Tapan Mishra that they would meet again in Varanasi. Receiving this order, Tapan Mishra went there. I cannot understand the inconceivable pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For although Tapan Mishra wanted to live with him in Navadvip, the Lord advised him to go to Varanasi. Text 19 to 25. Ei mat bangera lokera kaila mahahit, नाम दिया भक्त कैल पढ़ाए पंडित. यही मत बंगे प्रभु करे नाना लीला, ये था नवद्वीपे लक्ष्मी विरहे दुखी हेला. प्रभुर विरह सर्प लक्ष्मी रे डंसिला, विरह सर्प विषय तार परलोक हेला. अंतरे जानिला प्रभु जाते अंतर्यामी, देशे रे आइला प्रभु सच्ची दुख जानी. घरे आइला प्रभु बहु लैया धन जन, तत्वज्ञाने कैला सच्चिर दुख विमोचन. शिष्य गण लैया पुनः विद्यार विलास, विद्या बले सभा जिनी औद्धत्य प्रकाश. तबे विष्णु प्रिया ठाकुरानी परिणय, तबे त करिला प्रभु दिग्विजय जय. Translation. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu contributed the greatest benefit to the people of East Bengal by initiating them into Harinam, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and making them learned scholars by educating them. Because the Lord was engaged in various ways in preaching work in East Bengal, his wife Lakshmi Devi was very unhappy at home in separation from her husband. The snake of separation bit Lakshmi Devi and its poison caused her death. Thus, she passed to the next world. She went back home, back to Godhead. Lord Chaitanya knew about the disappearance of Lakshmi Devi because he is the super soul himself. Thus, he returned home to solace his mother Sachi Devi, who was greatly unhappy about the death of her daughter in law. When the Lord returned home, bringing with him great wealth and many followers, he spoke to Sachi Devi about transcendental knowledge to relieve her of the grief she was suffering. After coming back from East Bengal, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again began educating others. By the strength of his education, he conquered everyone, and thus he was greatly proud. Then Lord Chaitanya married Vishnu Priya, the goddess of fortune, and thereafter he conquered a champion of learning named Keshava Kashmiri. Text 26 to 32. वृंदावन दास यह करियाछेन विस्तार स्फुट नाही करे दोष गुणेर विचार सही अंश कही तारे करी नमस्कार या सुनी दिग्विजय कैला आपना धिकार ज्योत्स्नावती रात्रि प्रभु शिष्य गण संगे बसिया छेन गंगा तीरे विद्यार प्रसंगे हेन काले दिग्विजयी तहाई आइला गंगारे वंदना करी प्रभु रे मिलिला बसाइला तारे प्रभु आदर करिया दिग्विजयी कहे मने अवज्ञा करिया व्याकरण पढ़ाओ निमाय पंडित तोमार नाम बाल्य शास्त्र लोके तोमार कहे गुणग्राम व्याकरण मध्य जानी पढ़ाओ कलाप सुनिलुम फांकी ते तोमार शिष्य संलाप Translation. Vrindavan Das Thakur has previously elaborately described this. That which is clear need not be scrutinized for good qualities and faults. Offering my obeisances to Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, I shall try to describe that portion of the Lord's analysis which, when he heard it, made the Digvijayi feel himself condemned. Once on a full moon night, the Lord was sitting on the bank of the Ganga with his many disciples and discussing literary topics. Coincidentally, Keshava Kashmiri Pandit came there while offering his prayers to Mother Ganga. He met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord received him with adoration, but because Keshava Kashmiri was very proud, he talked to the Lord very inconsiderately. I understand that you are a teacher of grammar, he said, and that your name is Nimai Pandit. People speak very highly of your teaching of beginners' grammar. I understand that you teach Kalapa Vyakaran. I have heard that your students are very expert in the word jugglery of this grammar. Text 33 to 39. प्रभु कहे व्याकरण पढ़ाई अभिमान करी शिष्य ते ना बुझे आमी बुझाइते नाही कहाँ तुम्ही सर्वशास्त्रे कवित्वे प्रवीण कहाँ आमी सबे शिशु पढ़ुया नाई नवीन तोमार कवित्व किछु सुनीते है मन कृपा करी कर यदि गंगार वर्णन सुनिया ब्राह्मण गर्वे वर्णिते लागिला गटी एके शतश्लोक गंगार वर्णिला सुनिया करिला प्रभु बहुत सत्कार तोमा सम पृथ्वी ते कवि नाही आर तोमार कविता श्लोक बुझीते कार शक्ति तुम्ही भाल जान अर्थ किम वा सरस्वती एक श्लोकेर अर्थ यदि कर निज मुखे सुनी सब लोक तबे पाइबा बड़ सुखी ट्रांसलेशन The Lord said, yes, I am known as a teacher of grammar, but factually I cannot impress my students with grammatical knowledge, nor can they understand me very well. My dear sir, whereas you are a very learned scholar in all sorts of scriptures and are very much experienced in composing poetry, I am only a boy, a new student, and nothing more. Therefore, I desire to hear your skill in composing poetry. We could hear this if you would mercifully describe the glory of Mother Ganga. When the Brahman Keshav Kashmiri heard this, he became still more puffed up, and within 1 hour he composed 100 verses describing Mother Ganga. The Lord praised him, saying, Sir, there is no greater poet than you in the entire world. Your poetry is so difficult that no one can understand it but you and Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning. But if you explain the meaning of one verse, we can all hear it from your own mouth and thus be very happy. Text 40 to 45. तबे दिग्विजयी व्याख्यार श्लोक पूछिला शतश्लोकेर एक श्लोक प्रभुत पढ़िला महत्वम गंगायः सततम इदम आभाति नितराम यद एषा श्री विष्णुश्चरण कमलोत्पत्ति सुभगा द्वितीय श्री लक्ष्मीरिव सुर नरैर अर्च्य चरणा भवानी भर्तुर या शिरसि विभवति अद्भुत गुणा. এই শ্লোকের अर्थ कर प्रभु यदि बैला विस्मित या दिग्विजयी प्रभु रे पूछिला झांझावत प्राय आमी श्लोक पढ़िल तार मध्य श्लोक तुम्ही कैछे कंठे कैल. प्रभु कहे देवेर वरे तुम्ही कविवर ऐचे देवेर वरे क्यों है श्रुतिधर. श्लोकेर अर्थ कैला विप्र पाया संतोष प्रभु कहे कह श्लोकेरा किबा गुण दोष. ट्रांसलेशन. The Digvijayi Keshav Kashmiri inquired which verse he wanted explained. The Lord then recited one of the 100 verses Keshav Kashmiri had composed. The greatness of Mother Ganga always brilliantly exists. She is the most fortunate because she emanated from the lotus feet of Sri Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. She is a second goddess of fortune and therefore she is always worshipped both by the gods and goddesses and by humanity. Endowed with all wonderful qualities, she flourishes on the head of Lord Shiva. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him to explain the meaning of this verse, the champion, very much astonished, inquired from him as follows. I recited all the verses like the blowing wind. How could you completely learn by heart even one among those verses? The Lord replied, by the grace of the Lord, someone may become a great poet, and similarly by his grace, someone else may become a great Shruti Dhara who can memorize anything immediately. Satisfied by the statement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Brahman Keshav Kashmiri explained the quoted verse. Then the Lord said, now kindly explain the special qualities and faults in the verse. Text 46 to 53. Vipra kahe shloke nahi dosher abhas, उपमा अलंकार गुण किछु अनुप्रास. प्रभु कहे यदि ना करह रोष, कह तोमार ई श्लोके कीबा अच्छे दोष. प्रतिभार काव्य तोमार देवता संतोषे, भाल मते विचारिले जानी गुण दोषे. ताते भाल करी श्लोक कर विचार, कवि कहे एक कहिले से वेद सार. व्याकरणिया तुम्ही नाही पढ़ अलंकार, तुम्ही के जानी बे कवित्वेर सार. प्रभु कहे अतैव पूछिए तुम्हारे, विचारिया गुण दोष बुझाह आमारे. नाही पढ़े अलंकार करियाछि श्रवण, ताते ई श्लोकी देखी बहु दोष गुण. कवि कहे कह देखी कौन गुण दोष, प्रभु कहे न कही सुन ना करिय रोष. ट्रांसलेशन. The Brahmin replied, there is not a tinge of fault in that verse, rather it has the good qualities of similes and alliteration. The Lord said, my dear sir, I may say something to you if you will not become angry. Can you explain the faults in this verse? There is no doubt that your poetry is full of ingenuity and certainly it has satisfied the Supreme Lord. Yet, if we scrutinizingly consider it, we can find both good qualities and faults. The Lord concluded, now therefore let us carefully scrutinize this verse. The poet replied, yes, the verse you have recited is perfectly correct. You are an ordinary student of grammar. What do you know about literary embellishments? You cannot review this poetry because you do not know anything about it. Taking a humble position, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, because I am not on your level, I have asked you to teach me by explaining the faults and good qualities in your poetry. Certainly, I have not studied the art of literary embellishments, but I have heard about it from higher circles, and thus I can review this verse and find in it many faults and many good qualities. The poet said, all right, let me see what good qualities and faults you have found. The Lord replied, let me speak and please hear me without becoming angry. Text 54 to 59. पंच दोष ई श्लोके पंच अलंकार क्रमे आमी कही सुन करह विचार अविमृष्ट विधेयांश दुई ठाई चिन्ह विरुद्धमति भग्न क्रम पुनर्आट्ट दोष तीन गंगार महत्व श्लोके मूल विधे इदम शब्दे अनुवाद पाछे अविधे विधेय आगे कही पाछे कहिले अनुवाद यही लागी श्लोकेर अर्थ करियाचे बात अनुवादम अनुक्त्वैव न विधेयम उदीरयेत न हि अलब्धास्पदम किंचित कुत्रचित प्रतिष्ठति द्वितीय श्री लक्ष्मी यहाँ द्वितीयत्व विधेय समास से गौण हिला शब्दार्थ गेला क्षय. Translation. My dear sir, in this verse there are 5 faults and 5 literary ornaments. I shall state them one after another. Kindly hear me and then give me your judgment. In this verse, the fault of Avimrishta Videyamsha occurs twice and the faults of Viruddhamati, Bhagnakrama and Punaratta occur once each. The glorification of the Ganga, Mahatvam Gangaya, is the principal unknown subject matter in this verse, and the known subject matter is indicated by the word idam, which has been placed after the unknown. Because you have placed the known subject at the end and that which is unknown at the beginning, the composition is faulty and the meaning of the words has become doubtful. Without first mentioning what is known, one should not introduce the unknown, for that which has no solid basis can never be established anywhere. In the word Dvitiya Sri Lakshmi, a second all-opulent goddess of fortune, the quality of being a second Lakshmi is the unknown. In making this compound word, the meaning became secondary and the originally intended meaning was lost. Text 60 to 69. द्वितीय शब्द विधेय ताहा पड़ील समासे लक्ष्मीर समता अर्थ करिला विनाशे अविमृष्ट विधेयांश यही दोषेर नाम आर एक दोष आछे सुन सावधान भवानी भरतर शब्द दिले पाया संतोष विरुद्ध मतिकृत नाम यही महादोष भवानी शब्दे कहे महादेवेर ग्रहणी तार भरता कहिले द्वितीय भरता जानी शिवपत्नीर भरता इहा सुनीते विरुद्ध विरुद्ध मतिकृत शब्द शास्त्रे नहीं शुद्ध ब्राह्मण पत्नीर भरतार हस्ते देहदान शब्द सुनीते ही है द्वितीय भरता ज्ञान विभवती क्रियाय वाक्य सांग पुनः विशेषण अद्भुत गुणा पुनर्आट्ट दूषण तीन पादे अनुप्राश देखी अनुपम एक पादे नाही यही दोष भग्न क्रम यद्यपि यही श्लोके आछे 5 अलंकार यही 5 दोषी श्लोक कैला 4 खार 10 अलंकार यदि एक श्लोक है एक दोषे सब अलंकार है क्षय. Translation. Because the word Dvitiya, second, is the unknown in its combination in this compound word, the intended meaning of equality with Lakshmi is lost. Not only is there the fault avimrishta vidheyamsha, but there is also another fault, which I shall point out to you. Kindly hear me with great attention. Here is another great fault. You have arranged the word Bhavani Bhartar to your great satisfaction. But this betrays the fault of contradiction. The word Bhavani means the wife of Lord Shiva, but when we mention her husband, one might conclude that she has another husband. It is contradictory to hear that Lord Shiva's wife has another husband. The use of such words in literature creates the fault called Viruddha Matikrit. If someone says, place the charity in the hand of the husband of the wife of the Brahmin, when we hear these contradictory words, we immediately understand that the Brahmin's wife has another husband. The statement by the word Vibhavati, flourishes, is complete. Qualifying it with the adjective Adbhuta Guna, wonderful qualities, creates the fault of redundancy. There is extraordinary alliteration in 3 lines of the verse, but in 1 line there is no such alliteration. This is the fault of deviation. Although there are 5 literary ornaments decorating this verse, the entire verse has been spoiled by these 5 most faulty presentations. If there are 10 literary ornaments in a verse, but even 1 faulty expression, the entire verse is nullified. Text 70 to 78. Sundara Sharira Jaiche Bhushane Bhushita Eka Shveta Kuste Jaiche Karaye Vigita. Rasalankaravat Kavyam Dosha Yuk Ched Vibhushitam Syad Vapu Sundaram Api Svitre Naikena Durbhagam. 5 अलंकारे रेबे सुनह विचार 2 शब्द अलंकार 3 अर्थ अलंकार. शब्द अलंकार 3 पादे आछे अनुप्रास श्री लक्ष्मी शब्दे पुनर्युक्तवाद आभास. प्रथम चरणे पंचत कारेर पांति. तृतीय चरणे है पंच रेफा स्थिति. चतुर्थ चरणे चारी भा कार प्रकाश. अतएव शब्द अलंकार अनुप्रास. श्री शब्दे लक्ष्मी शब्दे एक वस्तु युक्त पुनर्युक्त प्राय भासे नाहे पुनर्युक्त. श्री युक्त लक्ष्मी अर्थे अर्थेर विभेद. पुनर्युक्तवाद आभास शब्द अलंकार भेद. लक्ष्मी रिवा अर्थ अलंकार उपमा प्रकाश. आर अर्थ अलंकार आछे नाम विरोधाभास. Translation. One's beautiful body may be decorated with jewels, but one spot of white leprosy makes the entire body abominable. As one's body, although well decorated with ornaments, is made unfortunate by even one spot of white leprosy, so an entire poem is made useless by a fault despite alliteration, similes, and metaphors. Now here the description of the 5 literary embellishments. There are 2 ornaments of sound and 3 ornaments of meaning. There is a sound ornament of alliteration in 3 lines and in the combination of the words Sri and Lakshmi. There is the ornament of a tinge of redundancy. In the arrangement of the first line, the letter Ta occurs 5 times, and the arrangement of the third line repeats the letter Ra 5 times. In the fourth line, the letter Bha occurs 4 times. This arrangement of alliteration is a pleasing ornamental use of sounds. Although the words Sri and Lakshmi convey the same meaning and are therefore almost redundant, they are nevertheless not redundant. Describing Lakshmi as possessed of Sri opulence offers a difference in meaning with a tinge of repetition. This is the second ornamental use of words. The use of words Lakshmir Iva, like Lakshmi, manifests the ornament of meaning called Upama, analogy. There is also the further ornament of meaning called Virodhabhas, or a contradictory indication. Text 79 to 84. गंगाते कमल जन्मे सबार सुबोध कमले गंगारा जन्म अत्यंत विरोध. यहाँ विष्णु पाद पद्मे गंगार उत्पत्ति विरोध अलंकार इहा महा चमत्कृति. ईश्वर अचिंत्य शक्ति गंगार प्रकाश इहात विरोध नाही विरोध आभास. अंबुजम्ब अंबुनी जातम क्वचिदपि न जातम अंबुजाद अंबु मुरभिधि तद विपरीतम पादाम भोजान महा नदी जात. गंगार महत्व साध्य साधन तहार विष्णु पादोत्पत्ति अनुमान अलंकार. स्थूल ई पांच दोष पांच अलंकार सूक्ष्म विचार्य यदि आचे अपार. ट्रांसलेशन. Everyone knows that lotus flowers grow in the water of the Ganga, but to say that the Ganga takes birth from a lotus flower seems extremely contradictory. The existence of Mother Ganga begins from the lotus feet of the Lord. Although the statement that water comes from a lotus flower is a contradiction, in connection with the Lord Vishnu, it is a great wonder. In this birth of the Ganga by the inconceivable potency of the Lord, there is no contradiction, although it appears contradictory. Everyone knows that lotus flowers grow in the water, but water never grows from a lotus. All such contradictions, however, are wonderfully possible in Krishna. The great river Ganga has grown from his lotus feet. The real glory of Mother Ganga is that she has grown from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Such a hypothesis is another ornament called Anuman. I have simply discussed the 5 gross faults and 5 literary embellishments of this verse, but if we consider it in fine detail, we will find unlimited faults. Text 85 to 93. प्रतिभा कवित्व तोमार देवता प्रसादे अविचार काव्य अवश्य पड़े दोष बाटे. विचारी कवित्व कैले है सुनिर्मल सालंकार हैले अर्थ करे झालमल. सुनिया प्रभुर व्याख्या दिग्विजय विस्मित मुखे ना निस्सरे वाक्य प्रतिभा स्तंभित. कहिते चाहे किछु ना ऐसे उत्तर तबे विचारे मने हैया फांफर. पड़ुया बालक कैल मोर बुद्धि लोप जानी सरस्वती मोरे करिया छेन कोप. जे व्याख्या करिल से मनुष्य नहे शक्ति निमाई मुखे रही भले आपने सरस्वती. एत भावी कहे सुन निमाई पंडित तब व्याख्या सुनी आमी हैलाम विस्मित. अलंकार नाही पढ़ नाही शास्त्र अभ्यास के मने ये सब अर्थ करीले प्रकाश. यहा सुनी महाप्रभु अति बड़ रंगी ताहा हृदय जानी कहे करी भंगी. Translation. You have achieved poetic imagination and ingenuity by the grace of your worshipable goddess. But poetry not well reviewed is certainly subject to criticism. Poetic skill used with due consideration is very pure, and with metaphors and analogies it is dazzling. After hearing the explanation of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the champion poet was struck with wonder, his cleverness stunned. He could not say anything. He wanted to say something, but no reply would come from his mouth. He then began to consider this puzzle within his mind. This mere boy has blocked my intelligence. I can therefore understand that Mother Saraswati has become angry with me. The wonderful explanation the boy has given could not have been possible for a human being. Therefore, Mother Saraswati must have spoken personally through his mouth. Thinking thus, the Pandit said, "My dear Nimai Pandit, please hear me. Hearing your explanation, I am simply struck with wonder. I am surprised. You are not a literary student and do not have long experience in studying the Shastras. How have you been able to explain all these critical points?" Hearing this and understanding the Pandit's heart, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied in a humorous way. Text 94 to 102. शास्त्रेर विचार भाल मंद नाही जानी, सरस्वती जे बोलाय से बोली वाणी। यह सुनी दिग्विजय करिल निश्चय, शिशु द्वारे देवी मोरे कैला पराजय। आजी तारे निवेदिबा करी जप ध्यान, शिशु द्वारे कैला मोरे एत अपमान। वस्तुतः सरस्वती अशुद्ध श्लोक कराइला, विचार समय तार बुद्धि आच्छादिला। तबे शिष्यगण सब हासिते लागिला, ता सभा निषेधी प्रभु कबीरे कहिला। तुम्ही बड़ पंडित महाकवि शिरोमणि, जार मुखे बाहिराय ऐच्छे काव्यवाणी। तोमार कवित्व जैन गंगा जल धार, तोमा सम कवि कोथा नाही देखियार। भवभूति जयदेव आर कालिदास, ता सबार कवित्व आछे दोषेर प्रकाश। दोष गुण विचार यही अल्प करी मानी, कवित्व करने शक्ति तहाँ से बखानी। Translation. My dear sir, I do not know what is good composition and what is bad, but whatever I have spoken must be understood to have been spoken by Mother Saraswati. When he heard this judgment from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Pandit sorrowfully wondered why Mother Saraswati wanted to defeat him through a small boy. I shall offer prayers and meditation to the goddess of learning, the champion concluded, and ask her why she has insulted me so greatly through this boy. Saraswati had in fact induced the champion to compose his verse in an impure way. Furthermore, when it was discussed, she covered his intelligence, and thus the Lord's intelligence was triumphant. When the poetic champion was thus defeated, all the Lord's disciples sitting there began to laugh loudly, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked them not to do so, and he addressed the poet as follows. You are the most learned scholar and the topmost of all great poets, for otherwise how could such fine poetry come from your mouth? Your poetic skill is like the constant flow of the waters of the Ganga. I find no one in the world who can compete with you. Even in the poetic compositions of such great poets such as Bhavabhuti, Jayadev and Kalidas, there are many examples of faults. Such mistakes should be considered negligible. One should see only how such poets have displayed their poetic power. Text 103 to 111. शैशव चापल्य किछु ना लैबे आमार, शिष्यर समान मुई ना है तोमार। आजी वासा जाओ काली मिलीबा आबार, सुनिबा तोमार मुखे शास्त्रेर विचार। यही मत निज घरे गेला दोई जन, कवि रात्रे कैला सरस्वती आराधन। सरस्वती स्वप्ने तारे उपदेश कैल, साक्षात ईश्वर करी प्रभु के जानिल। प्रात्यासी प्रभु पदे लैला शरण, प्रभु कृपा कैला तार खंडिला बंधन। भाग्यवंत दिग्विजयी सफल जीवन, विद्या बले पाइला महाप्रभु चरण। ये सब लीला वर्णियाछेन वृंदावन दास, जे किछु विशेष यहाँ करिल प्रकाश। चैतन्य गोसाईर लीला अमृतेर धार, सर्वेंद्रिय तृप्त है श्रवणे जहार। श्री रूप रघुनाथ पदे जार आस, चैतन्य चैतामत कहे कृष्णदास। Translation: I am not even fit to be your disciple. Therefore, kindly do not take seriously whatever childish impudence I have shown. Please go back home, and tomorrow we may meet again so that I may hear discourses on the Shastras from your mouth. In this way, both the poet and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went back to their homes, and at night the poet worshipped Mother Saraswati. In a dream, the goddess informed him of the Lord's position, and the poetic champion could understand that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme personality of Godhead himself. The next morning, the poet came to Lord Chaitanya and surrendered onto his lotus feet. The Lord bestowed his mercy upon him and cut off all his bondage to material attachment. The poetic champion was certainly most fortunate. His life was successful by dint of his vast learning and erudite scholarship, and thus he attained the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has described all these incidents elaborately. I have only presented the specific incidents he has not described. The nectarian drops of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes can satisfy the senses of everyone who hears them. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. So here ends chapter 16. Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranam.